The Google Pixel 4 will be officially unveiled on the 15th of October, but let's be honest, this is the worst kept secret in the smartphone world. But there's still some things we don't know, for example, how exactly the images look out of the camera of this phone. But anyway, that changed today with some leaked official images from Google shot on the Pixel 4. Thanks to 9to5 Google, who acquired these shots, it shows off some pictures from the selfie camera and the back camera unit, including night mode and the new astrophotography mode. Although I still don't know if Google are using real photography techniques to get those images or whether they're using the Huawei method. So when it comes to the selfie shots, overall, of course, they look fantastic. The exposure, the colors, everything just makes the photo look like a really well taken photo. But we do need to keep in mind these are official photos that Google are going to be using to promote the Google Pixel's camera. So we have to assume perfect lighting conditions and maybe they've been edited in post. Interestingly, these two selfie shots are actually both 4.5 megapixels. And if you do really crop into the images, you can see there is a little bit of noise around the image, but that is really cropped in 99% of the time. If you're just taking a selfie, no one needs to crop in that much anyway. There are some portrait modes taken with the back camera too. Again, we don't know if these are straight out of the camera or if they have been edited afterwards to make them look a little bit better. Also, I found that the blurring on the portrait mode isn't perfect on these shots. There's definitely some parts of the shots that are blurred that shouldn't be blurred, but I'm being harsh again and cropping into the image way more than you would do normally. I think compared to other phones, it stacks up very well. No phone's portrait mode is perfect. If you look at the images, how they're supposed to be looked at this resolution, they look very good, although they're not matching up to a DSLR just yet. One thing I like about the shots is that there is actually some difference and some contrast between the light areas and the dark areas. The camera isn't going too crazy with HDR. It's letting the dark spots be dark. If you look at the guy's face here, it's dark and it's supposed to be dark. It's facing away from the light source. And I think that makes for much more natural looking shots with way more emotion in them. Moving on to the night mode, the colors again just stand out for me. But again, this could be edited in post and all of the shots look very stylized. And these are obviously models who have taken hours to set up this one shot. Again, if you do zoom in and crop in a lot and pixel peep, you do start to see the images falling apart and a lot of noise being introduced. The main camera sensor on the Pixel is 12 megapixels. So if you do crop in a lot on these images, you are just going to see some noise. We should pay more attention to these because they look like they've been shot straight with the phone without any special lighting, and they're more representative of what normal people will get out of the phone if they use it. Again, in my opinion, very natural colors, not too overly processed or overly saturated, which you can get from a lot of Android phones. Subscribe for more on the Google Pixel 4 leading up to the event. That's it for now, but I'll see you in the next one.